Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to be discussing a cross-cutting concept. So our first step will be to review structure and function, and our second step is going to be to apply our learnings of structure and function to our exploration of chromatas and mob. All right, so let's go ahead and use a bicycle to review structure and function. In this page, I have included a graphic organizer because I find them super helpful. So the first column has structure. The second column has function. And if you look at it carefully, you'll notice there's an arrow in the middle. And that's because it's important to note that the structure of something supports its function. So let's go ahead and examine a wheel. When we discuss structure, we refer to the shape of an object and what it is made up of. So going back to our wheel, we notice or we observe that it is round, right? And it is made out of rubber. Now, for the second column, we want to look at the function of a wheel. And by function, I mean its job, right? So the job of a wheel is to roll and help an object to move. So we can then say that the fact that the structure is round and made out of rubber supports the function of the wheel, which is to roll and help an object to move. So just like in the case of a bike, right? Parts of our natural world have structures that help support their function. So we're going to be studying structure and function and going over it by observing this organism and studying it a little bit more closely. So I'm going to play a video that will enable you to make observations about its structure. And then I'm going to follow up with a reading where you're going to gather data on that structure's function. So let me go ahead and let's play the video. Enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and replay that one more time. All right. So now would be a good time to go ahead and pause the video and record any information that you would like under structure now that we have made our observations. All right, so now we're going to read together and gather data on the function of the structure we just saw. So as little animals that live widely spread out, finding a partner of the proper species to reproduce with is a problem. How do moths arrange a hookup? Sexual signals via chemicals called pheromones are a common solution. The structure called chromatota or hair pencils at the end of the body inflates and spreads a chemical to signal that it's available to female moths. The chemical is believed to vary in strength depending on how much of a particular type of plant the moth ate during its larval stage. If it ate a lot of its plant, it would have a larger chromatota, stronger pheromones, and greater chance of mating. So in this case, the structure is a chromatota, right? And it's like hair-like pencils that stick out of the body of the moth when it wants to court, right? And so it fills up with air and it sticks out of its body. Now, the function of the chromatota, as we can see from our reading, is that it spreads a chemical to signal that it is available to female moths, okay? And it's pretty cool that the strength of the chemical depends on how much of a specific plant they eat when they're in that larval stage. So again, right? The structure, they're long, they're like hair-like pencils, they come out of the body, right? Helps its function because it extends out of its body and it helps spread, right? This chemical all around its perimeter that will help it attract its female moths. So there's so many examples of structure and function in nature because truly every design has a purpose, right? And so I wanted to show you one more, and it is with our wonderful hooded seals. What they do is they're very popular for blowing up this balloon on their heads. Um, and so the structure would be this balloon, right? And it's round, it's filled with air, if we want to describe the structure. But the function of it is to blow up a very large balloon that could scare other males away so that they can mate, they can attract females and scare other males away that could get in their way, right? So I just thought that was a really cool example of structure and function with our hooded seals. You can see the balloon right here. And this is just, another reason for you to really be critical when you look at organisms and their structures and ask yourself, what is the purpose of it? And why, how does it help it survive? So I hope you guys enjoyed the examples of structure and function, and I hope you guys have a clear understanding of why it's so important to be able to identify structures and describe them, and also understand how that structure supports the function. And now you guys should be more than ready to ace your checking for understanding, where you're going to explain how the change in genes would affect the structure and function of your organism. If you need to replay this video, feel free to do so. If you ever get stuck in future lessons, feel free to replay this to review structure and function. And I wish you the best of luck. And now go ahead and impress your teachers with all your knowledge of structure and function. Take care, guys.